So today I want to talk about jewelry trends. Now hear me out. The word trend for a lot of people conjures up negative images. It's like Balenciaga creating IKEA trash bags for $2,000. I get it. I want us to reframe trends as more items that are trending. The reason I do these trend videos is I want to give you a heads up on what's going to actually be in the store, readily available to you. Even if you don't wear any of these items this season, these are items that you can wear in the future, next season, years to come. Let's get started. So the first trend I want to discuss are chunky pieces. So for the past couple of seasons, chunky necklaces like this have been readily available, trending everywhere, right? In this upcoming season, the trend is going to be more about chunky earrings and bracelets. So for the chunky earrings, you're going to see it in things like hoops. So last year I ended up buying a bunch of chunky hoops. These are a pair I got from Baby Gold. In the past when I wore hoops, I wore very thin, big hoops. So these chunky earrings were definitely a departure from my usual style, but I really like the impact they have. They have presence, they give me a little bit of funk, but they're still sophisticated. They're 14 karat gold, love them. So I feel like all the fine jewelry and custom jewelry brands are making a hoop like this. It's the perfect time to get a pair. I know I initially tried on hoops at Target to see kind of the sizes that I felt like worked best for my face. And then I ended up buying like a 14 karat gold pair. Next up are more sculptural earrings like this. These are a pair that I got from Bottega Veneta. Yes, they're super controversial. These are definitely more of a statement piece, very architectural. I really like them for when I want something a little bit different. I feel like hoops are really classic, something simple, understated. So with these, I feel like they kind of melt into my outfit. I feel like when I wear these, I want people to notice my earrings. I've been seeing so many different styles of these just chunky earrings. I definitely think you should try them. Make sure that they're lightweight. You don't want something that's gonna like weigh your ear down or like rip your earlobe, but I think it's a great trend to try, especially right now. You can get them in solid gold, gold plated, or even a silver, whatever you want. Let me know what you think of these earrings. If you're one of those people that you don't like a bunch of chunky jewelry near your face, chunky bangles, bracelets, and cuffs work perfectly. I ended up buying these in like 2021 from H&M. They were like as part of a special collection. The reason I purchased them was because I saw the picture. The picture online had somebody wearing these with like opera gloves. Oh my gosh. So I bought two of them because I like to wear them on both hands. It's almost like I was a Wonder Woman fan growing up as a kid, so I've worn them once on a video and I wore them with a gold sequin dress and it was a vibe. If bangles like this don't work for you, you can definitely get a cuff, which is chunky but more, I would say, fitted to your arm. So when it comes to trends, I really like to see what I have on hand before I go buying up a whole bunch of stuff. I own like one cuff. This is from the Jimmy Choo H&M collaboration, so you know how old it is. I haven't worn silver probably in over 7 years. Yeah. Maybe longer. This cuff is actually a good segue to the next trend, which is silver and white gold jewelry. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, boo, boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, because I like the fact the brands are prioritizing yellow gold. Up until about 10 years ago, I used to only wear silver and white gold. It's funny, right? So I have this cuff. I also have this old Tiffany bracelet that once I pulled it out, I realized it tarnished. I bought this bracelet like over a decade ago. And I don't wear it anymore because it's silver and I do need to take it in though. One day I went to Tiffany's website and I was just like, I'll just get the 18 karat gold version, and I saw the price and I was like, no, you won't. Because silver and white gold is going to be trending, that means that a lot of brands are going to be prioritizing making it. I'm sure if that's your preferred metal color, you've been noticing that you've been kind of getting the short end of the stick. Well, it's your time to shine, boo. And because silver and white gold are going to be trending, you're going to have it at different price points. The large drop Bottega earrings that I have in yellow gold, they also come in a silver. I've been seeing a lot of people rocking them. Definitely happy for the people that like silver and yellow gold because all of these things are in cycles. Truthfully, I don't think I'm going to buy a lot of white gold pieces, but there might be a few things here and there that I might want to pick up just because it's going to be more available than it has been in the past. Let me know. Are you a white silver gold person or a yellow gold person? I'm not gonna hold it against you if you like white gold. So the next trend you're gonna be seeing are pearls. So although I like classic jewelry, I'm not a classic like string of pearls type of girl. Most of the things that I do own are a little bit funky, like this piece. And like I said, I like to pull out all my pieces to make sure what I have before I shop. I have this necklace that combines like the chunky jewelry trend with pearls and some other pieces. I don't think I've worn any of these pearl pieces in years, mostly because I've been focused on yellow gold and diamond jewelry. I always do like to keep things fresh. When trends come in, I want to see if I can incorporate them. I hadn't even thought about buying pearls until recently. I was watching a Tamara video and she was showing some pieces from Missoma. They were like gold hoop earrings with like pearl hoops on the bottom. Adorable. So that was the first time where I was like, okay, I might be able to do pearls, but I just had to remind myself, when I think of pearls, I think of somebody who's kind of stuffy, doesn't really dress sexy, almost dresses like a librarian. But I've been seeing more and more pieces like the ones I saw in that video that are in line with my style. They're a little bit edgy, a little sexy, but have pearls front and center, and I'm really loving it. But these are not your grandmother's or even your mother's pearls. These are really super modern. So one thing about pearls is you have to remember they come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. Size is pretty straightforward. I think you either have like the cultured pearls that are more smooth or freshwater pearls that have a little bit more texture. It wasn't until recently when I realized that pearls come in different colors. Pearls come in white, beige, and pink. I think that the pearls you like often correspond with the color of gold jewelry you like. So white pearls have a little bit of coolness to them. And I think if you're a person that gravitates towards white gold, then these are gonna be a perfect thing for you. Beige pearls have a little bit more warmth. And since I'm somebody who loves yellow gold, almost all of my pearl jewelry is more of that beigey, warm color. So I'm very consistent when it comes to either jewelry or pearls. And so the pink is warm, but it has a little bit more red to it. And if you're a person that likes pink gold, you may wanna see how you feel more about pink pearls. But truthfully, when it comes to jewelry, there's really no hard and fast rules. I tend to wear the jewelry that I think looks better on me. If you're a person that, even though yellow gold jewelry looks better than you, but you prefer white gold or platinum, buy what you like. These are just pointers in case you want to get started buying some pearls. And truthfully, you don't have to go out and buy real pearls. Fake pearls are really readily accessible. Most high-end costume jewelry is using fake pearls, so don't feel bad if you want to dibble and dabble in costume pearls. I don't know if I'm ever going to shell out money for real pearls. I will say I do like this new pearl trend because it's more edgy, more hip, a little bit more sexy. Let me know what you think. So watches are back. And I'm not talking about the Apple Watch. I'm talking about wristwatches. I'm talking about regular wristwatches that just keep time. Now, let me tell you, I used to wear watches all the time. I went in my vault and found all my watches. I've been telling myself I'm gonna get back into the habit of wearing watches. It's time. I want a Rolex, but that's another video. I feel like people have gotten back into the habit of wearing watches. So I don't own an Apple Watch, but I feel like everybody I know with an Apple Watch has like a bunch of different bands and wearing their watch. I think for a long time, people were like, oh, I don't need a watch now because I have a cell phone. I tend to wear a Fitbit watch that I use to tell time. I like having a watch. And based on all these people with Apple Watches, I'm not the only person. But now that watches are trending, we're gonna see more watches like at the lower price point. I don't know if I've ever seen Zara with a watch, but maybe that's what we'll see. I feel like with watches, the materials are endless. So I have this watch back in the day. It was clear, sky's the limit. I currently prefer watches in a metal, preferably gold. I also like a black. Similar to all jewelry, pick whatever you like. The one that I always tell people to consider is size. Now, part of size definitely has to come down to personal preference. So I tend to like bigger watches like this. These are 36 millimeter watches, which is more like a mid-size, more men's size watch. That noise. Most of the people that watch my YouTube channel are women, and I feel like a lot of women I know like smaller watches that are more like 26 to 31 millimeters. Get whatever you like. The good thing about watches is you can go try it on. The Real closed recently, but I used to go up in there and try on like luxury watches and just swoon. You can go to any department store and try on a watch if you're interested in figuring out what size you like. In addition to the materials on the face of the watch and the band, the actual size of the dial or bezel is your next biggest consideration. So figure out what you like and get on this trend. So most of the trends that we've talked about prior to this have been things that I've either worn or currently wear. Brooches are a trend that we're going to be seeing a lot of. And I will say, I don't have a lot of experience with brooches. I'm looking for the perfect Chanel vintage brooch, and I've yet to find one. And I guess until then, I've borrowed a friend of mine once for like a photo shoot, and it was gorgeous, but it wasn't the one that I envisioned in my mind. The funny thing about the brooch trend is I haven't been seeing it on women. I've been seeing it more so on men. So if you follow me on Instagram, like every time there's an award show, I talk about the red carpet, what people are wearing. I saw more men wearing brooches than ever before. I was looking at the pictures of the Oscars, and I saw Michael B. Jordan, who was in all the Creed movies, wearing like 2 Tiffany brooches. I thought they were actually like the medals that men wear on their dress uniforms, but they were actually like rare Tiffany bird brooches. So when most people think of brooches, they think of your granny, older women. I actually like the look. Now that they're trending, I'm gonna definitely look out and see if I find a brooch that I like. I know Gucci and Louis Vuitton showed brooches on their runway, so they're coming down the pipeline. And just to let you know how hot brooches were, if you remember Rihanna's Super Bowl outfit, she had like 3 diamond brooches. I initially missed them because I was too much in shock of her being pregnant, but when I looked at the pictures after the fact, I was like, oh, she has on brooches in addition to this like bright red outfit. I might not be the first person that have told you that brooches are a jewelry trend, but I just want to reiterate that brooches are trending. Rihanna's wearing them. Let me know if you're going to join on this trend. So the next trend should be of no surprise to anybody, and that is lab-grown diamonds. I feel like every brand except the luxury brands like Tiffany, Cartier are using lab-grown diamonds. So the difference about lab-grown diamonds, instead of being mined and processed and all that other stuff, is that they're grown in a lab using, like, I believe, high heat and pressure. Now the marketing says that lab-grown diamonds are identical to mined, and I don't know. So this is like a Roberto Coin Letters of Love diamond. I've had this for a couple years. I have a couple of other mined diamond pieces from Roberto Coin. I sleep in them, I shower in them, I do everything. The diamonds, they get dirty, but when I clean them off, they look as beautiful as before. They don't scratch, no problems. In 2021, I purchased this lab-grown diamond tennis bracelet. I feel like these diamonds, they don't look as good now as they did when I bought them. Anyways, I digress. If you guys want me to do a video about my experience with lab-grown diamonds, let me know in the comments. Lab-grown diamonds are a trend. When lab-grown diamonds first came out, the price difference between lab-grown diamonds and mined diamonds seemed to be greater, but now I was on a website looking at items. Some of the pieces that I looked at came in both mined diamonds and lab-grown diamonds, and I was surprised that the price difference wasn't as great as I expected it to be. Some of them were maybe 1/3 to 2/3 of the price, but I was expecting them to be maybe 1/10 of the price, because I'm sure the price of lab-grown diamonds, we are paying for the research that it took to, create the technology. But now that the technology's created, it's all profit. Maybe they're trying to amortize the cost of that, similar to drug companies, but whatever, right? I don't want to get into all that. That's for my video, right? I didn't feel like the long-term quality and wearability was there, but that's just me. But I do feel like they're trending. I think lab-grown diamonds are good for people who want to try out diamonds. I got this more because I wanted to try out like a diamond tennis bracelet, see how I liked it. This was definitely a burner piece for me. I got it at a great price on sale, so it was a no-brainer, right? I do think for a lot of people, lab-grown diamonds have a place. If you have problems with diamonds, especially being worried about them being conflict diamonds, I think lab-grown diamonds are a good option. I see a lot of influencers who own mined diamonds and lab-grown diamonds, mixing and matching them. I'm interested to see how these diamonds look long-term. We know the longevity of mined diamonds. I don't think we know the true longevity of lab-grown diamonds. But anyways, that's all for my video. So the good thing about it being trending is it's going to be readily available. Pieces that you thought were maybe out of your reach, I recommend buying those pieces in solid gold, but using lab-grown diamonds. It's more affordable. And if you're happy with it, you're good. And if after a certain amount of time you realize you want mined diamonds, you can upgrade. So I don't see any downside with lab-grown diamonds. I'm interested to know if lab-grown diamonds are going to go the way of moissanite. Was it 10, 15 years ago, moissanite was the future? Everybody was going to get moissanite rings and diamonds and all that other stuff, and it just kind of faded out. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Let me know if you want that lab-grown diamonds video. We just talked about lab-grown diamonds, and that segues perfectly into the next category, which is tennis bracelets, necklaces, and bangles. Now, I'm a tennis jewelry fan. I prefer them in diamonds. My mom has a couple of tennis bracelets, and she definitely has diamond, emerald, and ruby, and they're gorgeous. I like them because they add a pop to everything. The good thing for us is that lab-grown diamonds are a trend at the exact same time that like diamond tennis bracelets are a trend. So we're gonna get the best of both worlds. I'm wearing this diamond tennis necklace and I love it. I like it because it's a piece that can dress up or dress down. So my friend says I like wearing daytime diamonds, and I definitely feel like diamonds go with everything, even a white t-shirt. I wear this with so many things. I think it's really versatile. The bracelets, same thing. So most people are very familiar with diamond tennis bracelets and necklaces, but one thing that was newly introduced to me, like I would say in the past couple of years, are diamond tennis bangles. When you think of tennis bracelets, you think of being flexible, almost like a snake. The tennis bangles are a little bit more rigid. They give you a little bit more structure. I think when it comes to stacking bracelets, I kind of prefer the idea of a diamond tennis bangle with, a stack of other bracelets than I do more of a tennis bracelet, but that's just me. I have this picture that I've saved, and it is this woman. She has a diamond just include bracelet, which I want. She has a diamond tennis bangle and like a Cartier love ring. This is my dream stack. I could definitely skip the love bracelet, but I'm not gonna skip the diamond tennis bangle. Like, I'm not. They're super expensive. I guess I could get a lab-grown diamond version. But anyway, I feel like tennis bracelets are very similar to pearls, where most people think they're really, really stuffy. I don't agree with that. I've worn this tennis necklace with everything from like a sweatsuit to a gown. It's that versatile. It's not granny. It's super, super classic. The good thing about this trend is I think that it's going to show a lot more people how versatile diamond tennis necklaces and tennis bracelets are. They either can stand alone or be stacked. I do find that they look better stacked with items of similar sizes. I would never stack this necklace with like a real chunky piece. But other than that, I think the sky's the limit, and I really like this as a trend. Let me know what you think of tennis bracelets and necklace. In this video, we talked about the jewelry pieces that are trending for the upcoming season. So I plan to take these trending jewelry items and mix and match them with my everyday pieces in order to build a jewelry wardrobe that's uniquely suited for me. If you're interested in the everyday items that are the foundation of my jewelry collection, I'm gonna link that video here. All right, see you next time. Bye.